Awesome Rider Review. Hey YouTube, Awesome Rider here with a review of TK Series Peanut Butter 01, or aka PB. I'm just going to call it Peanut Butter. The first premium Bandai TK figure for Kamen Rider Drive, which is Proto Drive, which is the first person to be Drive, which was actually Chase, who was Machine Chaser, who is now Kamen Rider Chaser. Sort of complicated, but not really. But so yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. The box is actually pretty nice. The premium boxes are always a bit different for most things, including the gimmick figure. So it's a nice closed off box. You got a shot of the figure here, and then like this sort of darkened out shot of Proto Drive, which is actually it's really nice. And then on the top here it shows it is indeed compatible with all the other TK figures, which would seem obvious, but it is. The main tire he has on right now is a bit different than other ones. In fact, they both are in a way, but you can fully use them with all the other things, which is what's really nice about this line. A nice shot of Proto Drive here on the side. Another shot of the actual figure here using his tire change here. And then on the back, just shows a nice shot of Proto Drive, and there is Machine Chaser as well. So yeah, pretty nice little box there. I just have to give appreciation for them actually making the boxes pretty special. The only thing he comes with here is his tire change, which is actually pretty unique, because it's actually like almost like two tires that, wow, way to show off, guys. They're magnets, and they stick together, which is really neat, and they kind of go on a little bit differently. Not that differently, but still, it's just kind of neat. I'm like, check out these magnets. Boom, look at that impressive magnetism. They ain't no Magneto, but yeah, still pretty neat. So that's all that he really has with him. There's no weapons or anything like that, because Proto Drive pretty much just had himself out there. That's why he got captured. No, but yeah. So, pretty typical TK figure in most ways. Shares the same base mold, which, as I've described many times for both these figures and the arms change figures, the articulation is somewhere in between a Power Rangers 5-inch action hero figure and a figure art. A figure art? This is the one thing I'm fantastic at, is talk. In a figure art, there we go. So you have a nice little ball joint here. You get a pretty solid range of motion. You get some blurry camera images when he moves too fast. He's too fast for the camera. You got a single elbow joint. You got the swiveling. You swivel at his fist as well. You have the two little independent finger joints, just like the old Sochaku Henshin Armor Trans figures. You can move at his waist. A nice little leg joint here as well. Some swiveling here. Pretty tight joint there. Nice little ball joint on his foot. And his neck can move up and down a little bit, in his head and all that. So like I've mentioned, if you've never watched any of those reviews before, just pretty well articulated there. Detail-wise, he looks pretty good. I mean, he's very basic, but you know what's really nice about him? If you can't see it, he's got a nice matte finish here, which Shuki's a huge fan of matte finish. I was there live when he became a matte finish fan on Facebook. But still, that was weird. That was a weird moment. Anyway, but I just cracked myself up and something really weird. I've been really weird in this last batch of reviews. Anyway, damn. I totally lost track. I'm sorry. What I was going to say is that what's really nice about this is I feel like the TK line in general is a pretty solid line of figures. I like it if you've been watching my reviews. But I think what's really nice about the matte finish for this guy, other than looking good, is it makes it feel like a premium figure. Not that like the premium Gaim figures weren't good, because they were the same quality, and I like them. But I don't know if any of the premium figures from here on out will be different, but for this one, it still feels nice to have this one feel like a more premium figure by having something distinguishedly different about him, so that when I'm looking at all these, he kind of sets himself apart as a premium figure with that matte finish. But all the same sort of nice camera work applies to this guy. But what I really like about the TK figures is they have a really nice compound eye look for the ones that use it. I think it looks really good. Like I already commented, the matte finish looks good. Very well done head sculpt. Very much rivals figure arts in a way. Definitely a very close step to that. See the matte finish down here. Here's his sort of tire. It's very different than the other ones, which I'll show off in a minute. Shoulder pads here. Everything else is pretty much black. There's really not much to talk about other than it's a matte finish. You have the basic driver here. And then the type speed logo right there. You have like these blank shift car areas. Over here you can actually see the Proto Drive shift car on his brace, and then there's the matte finish down here on his legs as well. So yeah, very basic details, but it looks really nice with man, me are rare form in this review. Really nice with the matte finish, and like I commented before, the helmet looks really good. It's just a very nice looking figure. The TK figures are very good. They are a good figure. That's weird. Okay, so you pretty much take him apart just like you would any other TK figure, but as you can see, his tire is pretty much like a cap to a Coke bottle, so it doesn't spin, and it's very different. The same thing goes for this, in that you put it on in 2 pieces. So like this one will snap in here, and then this one goes on like normal. Like normal. Wait, am I putting it in the wrong way? Yes, there we go. And then they snap together, and you have that. And these do spin, and they can move independently. It makes them a little bulkier. So very different. It's kind of neat, though. Their functions a little bit differently. And as I mentioned, and as the box shows, he is compatible with the rest of the TK line. Now, when you're taking him apart, you're going to want to be careful. This one tends to stick. I have to grab him by the head. Every time I grabbed him by the arm, his arm popped off. So just be wary of that. I don't think there's too much danger in breaking anything, but still, it's just always good to watch out when you have to deal with figures like that. I have a bad history of breaking figures, mainly on camera. Man, I'm so professional. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this. There's not too much else to cover. Just a very nice figure. I really quite like it. If you can find a good price for it and are collecting the TK line, I can recommend it. It's kind of a funny place because when I start these TK reviews, it's before the figure art, so I can talk about, hey, if the figure art's bomb, it's a good substitute. But the figure arts for Drive are pretty damn solid, so you're more than welcome to wait for the figure art. But like I said, if you are collecting the TK line and you're already in that and not planning on figure arts, this is a very nice figure. There's not, you know, a whole lot to it. It just has the gimmick. There's nothing extra special about its functions, but the look-wise, it definitely sets itself apart as a premium figure, and I quite like it. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at WritersRangersRambles.com, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.